Pac-12, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Doesn't bring the kick out, touchback. They'll start at the 25. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He pulls it in for a big gain. He stopped him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a first down.
One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Finds an open target on the left side. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Looking to throw it on first down. Punt over the middle. It's Woods.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
A completion makes it second down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Roadrunners. And wow, that is how you kick off a national championship game, Kirk.
Man, Chris, you're exactly right. This offense came out with the mindset that they're not going to wait around and wait for this defense to get settled in. They're going to punch them straight in the mouth and assert themselves. What a championship-level statement that was.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Returner decides to field it. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good.
The 18.
Fresh set of downs to the offense. First down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. That's The wide receiver coming in motion now. They'll run it here. Unleashes the stiff arm. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get first downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know they're going to run it. You still can't stop that offensive line and a great dynamic back. So good job here by the Sooners. Move the sticks.
And at first down, they go right back to him. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. When offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
They're going to throw for it on third and short. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion sets up a second down play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
On 1st down, they'll keep the running game churning. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
Well, right now, this defense seems to be sitting back, worried about the pass game. They better cheat a safety down, have an extra guy down in the box to help against this run game, because they are getting ripped apart up front.
The Sooners hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Roadrunners offense is back out there now. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Handoff to the back. Breaking free at the 35. The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
1st and 10 play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. It's an out route. The catch made. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, if you're not careful as a quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump and get in front of for an interception and maybe a touchdown going the other way. But this time, the receiver runs it well, brings it in, and then gets out of bounds.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Here's the option play. He'll pitch it. They've got him behind the line. The option doesn't work at all.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Crucial third down play right here. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. It's a 1-yard gain. Second and 9 coming up. Sixth play of the drive coming up. They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Stop for no gain, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's going to pull it down and run. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Off the play fake on first down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he's got it. Touchdown, UTSA. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. And that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, and the pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes the catch. And tackled there by the defense.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the 1st down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this 1st half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on 3rd down. It's exactly what they were able to do. Get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
He takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. 1st down.
Well, good run here and a great reminder of what the Sooners are all about. And I know they've had quarterbacks that have gone on to win the Heisman in recent years, and Sam Bradford and Jason White and Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, all great players. But, man, when I think Oklahoma, I still think of them running the football with Barry Switzer. Option play, pitching it to the backs. Billy Sims, who won the Heisman. But DeMarco Murray and, of course, Adrian Peterson, Marcus Dupree. So great history, not just of quarterbacks, but running the football in Norman, Oklahoma.
This is the 6th play on the drive. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. They bring him down with a veteran quarterback. Shows off that trademark arm strength.
Chris, just a great throw here. Surgical and precise in doing what they need to do to be able to pick up that 1st down and keep this Oklahoma offense on the move.
Handoff to the single back. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
And the Sooners trying to cash in here in the red zone. Now they'll run it on the toss. Fighting off the defender. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the 1st half? This back is having a big day.
Receiver in motion now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And that's incomplete, even on a 1st down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Takes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start the 25. Comes the Roadrunners offense back out on the field now. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Here's the second down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there. Big versus big.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Big gain, moves the ball into enemy territory. They'll spot it down near the 31.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this third and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or they're going to sell out and bring the pressure.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Now trapped behind the line. It'll be a short loss. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? And they'll try to pick it up on the ground.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. He's going to take off. The junior able to bring him down quickly. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Off play action. He's looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. Incomplete, but yeah, here comes a penalty marker now. That should be a drive-extending first down.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield, and you get a call like this.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Makes a spectacular diving catch. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Roadrunners will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Keeping it on the ground here. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Takes the handoff again. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down play coming up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Another positive gain by this back. I'm telling you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The ball is picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
The UTSA offense is back out on the field now. Settled for a field goal last time out. Can they open things up on this possession? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And they'll give it to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
If I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver as a design quarterback keeper. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And the point after is right down the middle. The kickoff team on the field now is set to send this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Play action here on 1st down. Looking for the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Another Oklahoma receiver making a big-time play for this offense. Man, it just seems like over the years, so many big-time, dynamic receivers have come to Norman. Integral piece of this offense, and it gets you the yards you need.
Lets it fly out of the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. Finding some room at the 25. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the 1st down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the 1st, keep this drive moving.
And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. The Sooners looking to crank up the tempo a bit. quarterback. Pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now. Here we go. First and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. The defense recovers the fumble.
Well, already playing with the lead here in the national championship, this defense is opportunistic. Eyes on the football, running to the ball in good team pursuit. When that ball hits the ground, they jump on top of it for a critical turnover.
Here comes the UTSA offense back out there. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the RPO, caught to the right. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
You see more and more offenses in college football going with 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Gets some space around the 30. Tackled after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the 3rd quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Important second down play coming up. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
The short completion of the tight end. Tackle made after a big gain.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. You talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
And the Roadrunners begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Roadrunners. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. And this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, this is a national championship. You imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receiver's jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
Point after, not quite through. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Gets some blocks. It's a foot race. Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! You talk about an unforgettable moment for that guy. A kick return for a touchdown in the championship game.
Chris, I didn't know if he had the speed to be able to take it all the way back to the end zone. Initially had some good blocks to spring him free, and then was just outrunning some angles that some of the kickoff coverage team had. Nice play.
And the point after is good. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. The Roadrunners offense is back out there now. And now the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They look to throw it here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Woods. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
We come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. The pocket breaking down, but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short, unable to come up with a first down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
Field goal try, no good. He missed it. And after the miss, they're still leading by 10.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They are really in a hole here, and that turnover in the last possession did not help. Catch made on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. It's second down after that completion.
Black 24. Black 24. Here we go.
Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Fires it. Caught over the middle. It's Mancuso. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Sooners hustle to the line to run that hurry out.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Yankee blue. Yankee blue.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That's a huge touchdown. Still trailing, but a one-possession game with that trophy on the line right now.
Well, the national championship's on the line. The offense has done their job, and now it's up to their own defense. Can they get a stop and get the ball back to their offense with a chance to make this thing get really interesting?
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. This one will be fair clock. Here comes the Roadrunners offense back out on the field now. One more first down should do it, but remember, the defense has all 3 timeouts remaining. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. We'll try to run it with the option. He'll toss it to the back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Smart play to keep it on the ground to try to keep that clock moving, but there's still a lot of work here on third down for this offense with the lead. Face it, you got one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Put the ball in his hands, let him work his magic.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down and the crowd really getting into it. And he drops back in the gun. And here comes a deep shot. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. Touchdown, UTSA. No chance to catch him. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. Man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The offense able to retain possession. Very lucky to still have a chance to win this.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Second down now after the sack. Quick throw to his receiver. He's swarmed by the defense. The clock is still running. Off to hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Runs through the defender. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, hold on now, Chris. We're under 2 minutes to go, and these guys will not go away. They hit this extra point, you cover an onside kick. You never know.
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. The UTSA offense is back out on the field now. Suddenly, this is a 3-point game in the fourth quarter. Interesting to see how aggressive they get with play calling. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. With the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk, national champion.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the UTSA Roadrunners.